Yeah, very good question. So I came to the Amsterdam conference because I'm one of the co-hosts of the conference. I represent one of the organizations that have supported the Amsterdam conference. It's called COST. It's a network of research institutions that work on transformation of global environmental governance. And COST stands for European Cooperation in Science and Technology, which is a funding scheme in Europe that funds gatherings of scientists to work on specific issues. And so we have decided to co-host the conference, and as a cost action we have hosted two of the semi-plenaries and streams within this conference, one on agency and the other on accountability, and that's why I'm here. And my expectations, of course, were to learn more about these important issues and to get people involved in also the activities of this program. Yeah, also a very good question, of course. I already said my particular interest is very much in agency and accountability. So these are the two things we have singled out to support. So that's also the questions I personally believe are at the frontier. All the others are very relevant questions too, but of course in a sense you have to pick and choose a little bit. So I believe that these two are driving the discussions. Agency is an important one because we have moved beyond the idea that it's only states, right, that have a say in these kind of things, but we need to figure out a couple of really important questions within agency, and that's what makes someone an agent, what empowers certain actors to drive change. It's a very important question. And the other is at what level of politics is change actually best organized? And we need to think about these kind of questions within the agency block. And accountability is also important because while processes and mechanisms of global environmental governance change, also the demand for accountability is changing, right? It's a new concepts of democratic legitimacy and accountability and transparency becoming important because mechanisms have changed, right? Standard national and international politics, this is all clear, right? And we know what democracy means within the Netherlands or within Switzerland, whatever. But what does democracy mean at the global level, right? If we want to solve, if we want to challenge these kind of problems ahead, then we need to think about the concept of accountability in the global sense. And that's why I believe it is an important question also to address. So it would be agency and accountability as my two kind of favorite topics. Maybe the most important question. I was surprised by the level of dedication of, in particular, young researchers. I mean, this is a conference that has a really nice mix of more experienced level kind of researchers, but has also a lot of young people here, PhD students. And I was really thrilled by the level of commitment, not only in kind of the personal sense, but also intellectually, how much these young scholars engage in these discussions. And that gives me a very good feeling, because that's something I can take home, in a sense, this level of dedication within a new generation of scholars, right, which have to deal with totally new type of questions, right? For many of the older generation, yeah, I mean, this is an important issue, but the young people really will drive the agenda the next 20, 30 years. So I was in particular happy to see dedicated PhD students at this conference, and that's what I also personally enjoyed a lot in talking to these.